Welcome back to the channel. Look what I got. Possibly the best looking watch I have ever seen. This thing is just beautiful. You see this? See that adjust button with the Oceanus logo. Sapphire glass with AR coating. 100 meters of water resistance. Titanium. Full titanium. I got a manual here that or kind of a catalog that I made with a lot of information that I'm gonna show you. But first, let me show you how I changed the battery and did a full service on this watch. All right, here we go. The spring bar tool is a must with these Casio Oceanus. A regular spring bar tool is not going to work to remove the bracelet. You need to compress the spring bar on both sides at the same time to be able to remove the bracelet and reinstall it. Or else, you're not going to be able to do it. It's got to be done on both sides at the same time. So once after removing the screws, remove the back cover. Pay attention to these little rings that go with the screws. Don't lose them. Remove that plastic spacer. You got to lift that tab to open up the battery door compartment. I'm going to remove the module here. Isn't that beautiful? Now this is like a protection for magnetism to protect the antenna. And now all I gotta do is remove the buttons. Though gotta start by doing the C-clips here with the tool here. This watch has one of the most beautiful buttons I've ever seen, and they're metal too. Using my pick here to grab the two little O-rings. And so it does have two O-rings for the buttons for that 10 meters or 100 meters water resistance. You can see it's all dirty inside from 18 years of use. Gotta clean all that. This is the old O-ring. Nowhere to be found because this watch is not listed on the Casio part website. That's the chapter ring. This other ring goes behind the chapter ring. The case nice and cleaned. The old battery 082, which makes it 2008 from February, and the new one is 2025 from August. Buttons nice and lubed. Pretty thin module for its time. Now these tabs, gotta pay a close attention because over time they might have compressed too much, and after you reinstall that plastic, that's the new O-ring. I'll leave a link down below. It fits perfect. Over time, those springs that are for the sound might not reach the back cover because of the new O-ring. So what I do is I lift them a little. That way I'm sure that they reach out over that plastic. So this is where the AC is, and new O-ring installed. As you can see, the springs are exposed so they reach the back cover. Now let's go back to the table. All right, welcome back. So check it out. Had to make this catalog because there is very little information on this model. Here are the two that only exists. The one I have with positive display and the other one with negative display. I think there's only one video on YouTube about this one, and it's like 13 or 14 years old. Back in 2007, it's when I believe this watch came out. Casio Japan used to use Adobe the Flash player on their website. So now it is very difficult for the Wayback Machine website to be able to see that the website. Luckily, I was able to find a forum with somebody had posted screenshots back in 2007. So I was able to translate them with all the information. I later on found on Wayback Machine, like I believe it was October 2008. It was the last time this watch showed up, or at least that I'm able to see it on the Wayback Machine Casio Japan website. And as you can see, all the information here. 507 is the equivalent price on today's money, which is really not bad considering how much the first one was worth. The equivalent thing to this one was like 1,000, titanium version. Remember, this one is also titanium, and they're both wave scepters. More on that later. So here's the other one. Here's a little bit more information, like the size, the width. So this watch receives time from the two antennas in Japan plus the one here in the United States. That's why I created that Wave 3 logo. That's what I'm going to call it now, Wave 3. A little bit more information over here. Here is a manual in English. As you can see. And here is the troubleshooting. So from the timekeeping screen, you press A, C, and D. You get this screen right here. Press D again. Get this other one. Again, you get 4319, but the module is 4782 on this watch. It's the only watch with the 4782 module that I've been able to find. So that got me thinking, where is that 4319 first come out? So 4319, I was able to find that it came out around 2005. And I'll show you the watches that it first came out of. So the first Oceanus, like this one, they both came from different lines of Casio. They just upgraded the modules to perform better. All of this, I'm going to leave you a link so you guys can download it and you can read all of it. Now to test the solar panel, you go back to the timekeeping screen here. You can see by pressing here you could get different screen. So you go B, C, and D, these three. You get SR. If you block it, you get the two squares there showing you that the solar panel is working. So this whole center area here is the solar panel. And here is the first LCW-100 in titanium that had that 4319 module. And I added this because, you know, there's no information really out there, concrete information. So apparently they came out around 2005, And these are the 4 models that had it. Then 2007, there's this Overland version, titanium also. And then 2009, you got these two. Don't they look very nice? The WVA-320. Look at that. If they make this watch right now, it'll probably sell out immediately. And they need to make this watch with the Wave 6, multiband 6. That's how they call it now. Isn't that nice? And then I got over here some more information on the difference between the two modules. Here you can see that the power saving function was enhanced on the Oceanus version. They change how you can see the received icon and the layout on the screen. Then I also created this bad boy over here, Infographic, with all this information. 21 millimeters lug width. So the original bracelet goes all the way up to like 8.071 inches. Even though it's titanium, it still weighs 99 grams, which is pretty nice. It's not really lightweight. And I added this production time, like March 2007 to 2008 October, which is the last date I was able to find it on the Wayback Machine. Now, why did this watch disappear? I believe that is because of the technology. It's because it's Wave Ceptor, and in 2007 they already had watches that was multiband 5, right? And what they did was they probably in 2008 they just sold this particular model based on the batch code here was made in 2008. So they just made a few in 2008 and they just discontinued it. And because in 2007 they were already making multiband 5 watches. I believe the first G-Shock multiband 5 was in 2006. So when this watch came out, it already had like old technology. And then in 2008, same year this was discontinued, they basically replaced it with this other model, the OCW-300T, and this one is multiband 6. Although I prefer the look on this one. This one is also titanium, sapphire glass, but more on this one later. I gotta fix it. You can see it's scratched right here, but the glass is good. Scratch right here. I gotta see if I could. They're pretty deep, so gotta see if I could at least hide it a little. And you can see this one has this button over here. So more on that watch later. So all this, I'm gonna leave a link so you can download it. Make sure you hit a like button, subscribe. Did you think I would forget to give you the Lume shot? Here it is. That's the light. Beautiful looking watch. What you think? We need more light. So let me give you a quick walkthrough here. With the first push of the button, you get the battery level. Here's your second time zone here. I always set it to Tokyo. Alarms, 1, 2, 3. Plugs the signal. Stopwatch. and HS set. This is where you would synchronize the hands if they're not synchronized to the digital. And that's it. Let me know what you think of this watch. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Remember, hit the like button. Peace out.